Welcome to TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Coming up on today's news, the Cleveland Division of Safety is hiring, and I'll show you how the recruitment process works. Have you used the 311 online portal yet? I'll show you how it can work for you during snowstorms. Then, as a part of TV20's Black History Month celebration, we'll take you to the oldest barbershop in Cleveland. And later, we'll take you inside the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission's 25th Annual Sports Awards. But first, we all know it's cold outside. It's winter in Cleveland, and that comes with the territory. And when it gets too cold, we come inside to get warm. But I started thinking about the men and women whose jobs take them outside in the elements to make sure we have power, our water is running, and our toilets flush away properly. I went outside to meet some of the workers of Cleveland's Department of Public Utilities to see how they stay warm in freezing conditions while on the job. It's cold. It's very cold, at least 30 degrees. So I want to understand how the men and women of public utilities do it. So I want to learn about how the people of Cleveland Water, Water Pollution Control, and CPP, Cleveland Public Power, stay safe and warm while they're outside working in these elements. The first site I arrived at saw a team from Cleveland Water working to fix a crack in an 8-inch main. Okay, I'm with Michael Claudio, unit leader for the City of Cleveland Water Department. Michael, it's 30 degrees outside. I can never understand how you guys can do this day in and day out. How do you keep yourself protected, safe from these elements?
Heat warmers for the hands. Our safety guys, they come around, they give us, heat warmers for our gloves, for our feet. That keeps us warm. Other than that, just don't think about it. Come out here and get to it. The more you stand around and just think about it, you're going to get cold.
Well, you're dealing with water, obviously, and water can be cold. Are you trained to look at things that, if in case they go too far, like maybe frostbite? Are you trained to think about what's going on with your body and how to deal with it?
Absolutely, yes. I don't know if you guys saw when you guys arrived, I had to come out of there. My hands were completely wet. I'm fine now, but they were cold. Frostbite, you'll know, and you have to stop what you're doing, and you got to start warming it up. If not, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
My next stop was a site where Water Pollution Control was working on an underground sewage pipe that had connection issues to the house. The workers here stayed warm with gloves, layers of clothing, and waterproof suits. Finally, I headed to a site in the Huff neighborhood where Cleveland Public Power linemen were installing a new electrical pole. Okay, joining me now is Marcellus Parker, senior lineman with Cleveland Public Power. How do you do it? How do you get ready? How are you able to work in cold temperatures like this where it's below 30?
Well, there's a saying that we have in our department that heat's in the tools. So we try to just keep moving, keep busy. We take regular breaks as much as we can, not to freeze up. We do wear thermal clothing. We're not allowed to wear polyester or things like that because of our work. We have to wear 100% cotton thermals at all times. But yeah, that's basically it. It's keep ourselves busy, stay hydrated even in the cold, and stay warm as much as possible. I got an insulated jacket on myself. That definitely helps me a lot.
So as you can see, it's all about preparedness for the men and women of Cleveland Public Power, Water Pollution Control, and Water. Prepared to be out there to battle any of the elements, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, to make sure that your utilities are working properly. The Cleveland Department of Public Safety is recruiting for their next batch of police officers. Our next story will give you everything you need to know on how you can apply. If you've ever wanted to become a Cleveland police officer but never knew how to do it, you're going to love this next segment. Joining me now, Detective Arias Waters with recruitment with the Cleveland Police. Detective, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So, you're hiring. What do we need to know?
Well, we are currently hiring, as you stated. The job consists of basically the basic training. It's a 7.5-month long academy class. You must be 21 to start. We now currently go up to the age of 54. So the ages between 21 and 54, if you're in that age category, you're willing to join our team.
So doesn't matter where you are, let's say in your college career, anyone can apply?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is it like? What do people need to know who are just applying for the first time? Do they have to be in some sort of shape? How does that whole process go?
Yes. Well, first and foremost, you must apply. You must go on clevelandohio.gov, apply for the Cleveland Police Officer title, and then you will receive an email, confirmation email, saying, thank you, we received your application, and then you will then get a voucher to take the National Testing Network test. Now everything is online. You do your testing online now, It's no longer in person as when I took it. So everything is done through that website. It's called NTN for short, but it's National Testing Network, and that's where you go to take your test for the police exam.
Okay, so after the test, let's say you do go to the test, what happens after that?
Once you pass the test and you get through the test, you would then get an email saying, hey, please come out to our hiring event, our expedited hiring event, and that's basically where you would take your physical fitness test. And of course, you must be in physically fit to take, to pass that test. So come May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, that's our next expedited hiring event. So please be ready for that, those who, interested in coming out for that.
We covered the last couple expedited hiring events, and they took the test on site if they haven't taken it before. And then with the physical fitness, they had to run, they had to do push-ups and sit-ups.
Yes.
And they're being judged the whole time.
Yes. So depending on age, you must complete those in a certain time frame. So depending on your age, of course, we're 21 to 54, you must do your sit-ups, your push-ups within a minute. So it varies on your time requirements, and then your mile and a half is a different time as well. But you must complete that in that allotted time frame for you to be able to pass your physical assessment.
Okay, so let's say you get through the test, you excel through the physical portion. Are you invited to do the academy? How does that work?
Yeah, so once you get through the test, you then will have to complete your background check, your stress checks, your medical, and then once you pass all that, then you go to the next step, which is the academy.
And where's the academy take place at?
It's the 7th floor of the Justice Center, and that's where it's been at for the most part, And who are the instructors? What do you learn? What's that like to be in the academy? The OIC is Lieutenant Sean Smith. He's the lieutenant over the academy. Of course, they have many great instructors who take their job very seriously and try to guide everyone through the process for graduation day. And it's pretty much a PATA classes, and then of course a lot of working out. So it's a lot of learning and working out all at the same time within that 7.5 month time frame.
You get to learn everything of what it takes to become a Cleveland police officer.
Yes, you do.
So if people want more information, where can they go?
They can go to our website, clevelandohio.gov, or you can also follow us on Instagram, which is Cleveland Recruit. And you can also contact us at 216-623-5233. And that's the recruitment number. And we have all the information that you need to know.
And is there a cutoff date to apply, or is this kind of always just going on, the recruitment?
Well, for our application process just opened up the first week of February, so it's currently open. So once our next hiring event happens, May the 4th, that's when that will be the cutoff day for applicants.
All right, well, now's your chance. You ever want to be a Cleveland police officer? This is the time. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Detective, thank you so much for joining me today. A lot of great information.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The 311 online portal has everything you need to assist you with Cleveland Matters. But did you also know it's a handy tool to have during snowstorms? Take a look at this.
It's Cleveland, so we've had days where all 4 seasons show up in 1 week. We are constantly in preparation for snow removal in the Division of Streets. Winter is always on our mind. I am Eric Turk, District Unit Leader of the Weld Shop, City of Cleveland, Division of Streets. We always are looking for new innovative ways to be able to get snow up faster. 311 honestly is amazing because it helps us to know that there is an issue with technology. One of our residents can drive past a street that may have been missed or some sort of, out of the normal problem that we just can't see. And they can just come past with their cell phone and report that problem, and we can address it immediately. If we can just, keep our residents safe and be able to make sure that they get home in a timely manner and get home safe, I think that's the main focus, and 311 helps them do that.
If you didn't get a chance to watch this past Monday night City Council meeting, here are some of the highlights of what happened. Hey Cleveland, here's a quick wrap-up of the key decisions from the February 10th City Council meeting. Council authorized the city to acquire the Martin Luther King Jr. High School property located at 1651 East 71st Street in the Huff neighborhood for future redevelopment, and then sell the property to Structures Unlimited LLC. Structures Unlimited is planning to renovate the property for a mixed-use development with affordable and market-rate housing, apartments, and townhomes, as well as a charter school. Council approved transferring property located at 4242 Lorraine Avenue, the McCafferty Health Center, from the Health Department to the Department of Community Development or Economic Development, which will then sell or lease the property to Penrose Holdings for future redevelopment. Penrose plans to create a high-quality, affordable housing for seniors. A 72-unit building is planned. Legislation was introduced to amend the City of Cleveland's tobacco laws, including illegal distribution. Separate legislation was introduced requiring tobacco retail licensing, and other legislation was introduced about window advertising of tobacco. Finally, legislation was introduced that would enact zoning requirements for smoke shops, including prohibiting some locations, such as near churches, schools, libraries, and parks. The legislation would also require a certain amount of space between smoke shops. That's your Cleveland City Council wrap for this week. Stay tuned to TV20 for more updates on how council decisions shape our city. And we'll be back with more TV20 news after this.
The Michael J. Zone Recreation Center Martial Arts Program runs Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. The program is co-ed and open for ages 7 to 18. Also, our boxing program runs Monday through Thursday from 5:15 to 7:15 p.m. for boys and girls ages 8 and over. These winter season programs run from now till March 5th.
This winter, Halloran Skating Rink is offering a Learn to Play hockey program. This is an instructional program for youth to develop their skills. Participants will be split into groups based on skill level. We provide each participant with equipment and uniforms free of charge. Ages 7 to 17, classes take place Monday and Wednesdays, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Also, come down for our Learn to Skate program, which teaches patrons of all ages the basic skills of ice skating. Skates are provided for the class, and classes take place Tuesdays, 5:30 to 7:30. I'll see you on the ice.
Welcome back to TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. During Black History Month, one thing that often comes to mind is hair. The many styles, from braids and natural textures to weaves and more. One of Cleveland's longest-standing salon owners has seen it all and is now helping others navigate their own journeys in the industry. TV20 reporter Sierra Nelson has the story.
Washing hair was just the beginning for Shireen Fontaine, founder of Styles of Success, that sits near the corner of 65th and St. Clair.
I actually knew I wanted to do hair in kindergarten. I said I was going to do dead people hair, and I did it. I started doing the deceased hair in 1994. So that was my calling. I just didn't know it at the time, and this is my passion.
Fontaine has been doing hair since she was a teenager.
I went to Shaw Cosmetology, graduated in 1990, worked in a few salons, and then I knew early on that I needed to be in my own space. So I opened up Styles of Success in 1998.
From jerry curls, perms, and modern styles, Fontaine has combed through it all. She embraces her roots.
That was Riopstros. Even before her, there was Mirror Mirror. And they created also, they started their own hair care line product, Mirror Mirror, and they did the 2-in-1 curl. We also have blacks, Mr. and Mrs. Black, like I really wanted to be Mrs. Black. And they also did the Jerry curl.
Even equipment she used in the 1980s still has a presence in her salon.
I want to really pay homage to this one man. His name is Willie Morrow. He is the inventor of this actual comb. And so if anybody didn't know who created the hair dryer comb, his name is Willie Morrow, and his name is actually on here. He died in 2022. He invented this. He also invented the hair pick. And he also is the creator of what we use as our mask protein.
However, Fontaine isn't one of the longest-standing salons in Cleveland by happenstance. It's her perseverance and dedication that kept her striving, even after a fire burned down her salon in 2011.
So it burnt my entire building down, and we didn't know what we were going to do.
But that didn't stop her. She reopened the salon in 2013, earned an associate's and bachelor's degree, and this year she graduated with a mortuary science degree. Fontaine also teaches financial literacy at her salon through her nonprofit called Fontaine Humanity. She also serves as a board member for the Gloria Pointer Foundation called Inner Beauty, which equips adults and children to become innovators. In 2016, she launched a hair care line free of sulfate and paraben chemicals, becoming the only minority woman to become a contestant on reality show Cleveland Hustles, produced by NBA star LeBron James. Fontaine has decades of success, and now she says it's all about empowering and educating others. Fontaine oversees a staff of 17 stylists, where she educates, inspires, and empowers them not only to style hair, but become entrepreneurs.
I learned basically when you come to work, you work, you do your job, you focus on what you doing, and you're going to get farther in life like that.
She's definitely is a great teacher. I started a whole new business. Just being around her, just thinking what else could I do? Because you can't stand behind a chair forever.
Honestly, everything that Shireen gives me, I take it in, honestly, especially when it comes to the business, because my mom owned a salon growing up for me, and that's something that I want to do when I get, there all the way. Right now, she's been training me, teaching me all the ropes about the business, and I just love it.
Longtime client Denisha Jacobs says Styles of Success is a place that helped her become successful.
She's been not only just my hairstylist, she's been a mentor to me. She's helped me through school. She's helped me get career goals together.
City Councilwoman Stephanie House Jones says Styles of Success is and always will be a community staple.
It's a real communal place where people can come. You can be safe. And I want to lift that up, where there are far too many places where Black women and girls in particular cannot just be themselves, to be free and then to be loved on and cared for, and even provided opportunities to be connected to different resources. That's what Shireen and the Styles of Success have done for well over a generation.
Fontaine says her salon is a success because of the support from the community.
I love it. I guess I wouldn't still be standing here if I didn't. But I love what I do. I love the community. I love engaging with people. I love helping people. And that's really what matters.
Sierra Nelson in Cleveland, TV20.
Thanks, Sierra. Stay tuned throughout February for our coverage of Black History Month in the city of Cleveland. There's still more to come on this edition of TV20 News, so stay tuned.
Today's vote, in my eyes, is not a very difficult one.
Forward Motion Line Dance Group instructional class at Earl B. Turner Recreation Center on Saturdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Forward Motion supports the community with dance, wellness, and creates positive change for everyone.
This winter, the Bureau of Cultural Arts is offering a variety of classes throughout the city of Cleveland, including ceramics, watercolor painting, dance, theater, cooking, arts and crafts, and more. With a variety of youth and adult classes, there's something for everyone. All the instruction, equipment, and basic materials are provided free of charge. For a full list of offerings, please visit us online or call Cadell Fine Arts at 216-664-4103. Classes are going on now.
Welcome back to TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. This past weekend, the Greater Cleveland Sports Awards marked 25 years of honoring the city's athletic excellence. TV20's Randy Buffington caught up with the Cleveland legends to reflect on the memories, the moments, and the power of sports and bringing the community together.
What's up, good people? Randy Buffington here. The Greater Cleveland Sports Awards is in its 25th year, celebrating the best and brightest stars in the land. From high school to college to the pros, we're recognizing everyone that's putting the city on. We got a special guest in the building. Whole lot of love between these two. Check it out, man. That's what it's all about.
Years. I've been knowing this guy for years.
Tomorrow to third is Lofton. They have no play. And now here comes Lofton all the way. And he scores. He never stopped.
Kenny Lofton made plays like that for 10 seasons with the Guardians. And the memories from that 95 team still stick.
We had that attitude. We had that heart to say nobody was going to stop us.
That fuel came from the fans. And how could it not? You know how Cleveland gets down.
It's a true sports town. They really care about the athletes, especially the ones that lay it all out on the line and play as hard as they can. They're walking all around because of the love that the fans have shown.
That love is strong on both sides. Us Cleveland fans know there's been some heartbreak to go along with the good times. But win, lose, or draw, it's really about community.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, bringing the community together. And those events, you know, the ballpark events, the World Series events, the celebrations, they bring people together.
Nobody can attest to that more than Senior Athlete Award winner Cindy Wildman. She's 73 years young and has run in more than 50 marathons since 2007.
It's a socialization. You know, I don't know what I would have done after I lost Gary last year without my track family. You know, they were there for me.
Jim Donovan Courage Award winner Josiah Sanders is another example of strength. After suffering tears to his ACL, MCL, and PCL, he bounced back to a full recovery in just one season. The power of sports is really something, and this night is just a fraction of what makes the city of Cleveland so special.
For anybody out there, if you ever get knocked down, look at Jesus Christ. He's always up there for you. You're gonna get back up, I promise. Thank you.
For TV20, I'm Randy Buffington.
Thanks, Randy. And for more information on the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, visit clevelandsports.org. Hey, we are constantly uploading new content on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. You can also connect with TV20 Cleveland on your favorite social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.